Hello everyone, my name is Anshu Kumar and I am one of the math experts from QMath. We are the #1 math experts community in India and we make learning mathematics fun. We at QMath enable our students to look for the why before the what of a concept, and all our students learn the concepts by themselves just by working on them. So I welcome you all to our channel, the NCERT Class 8 Math, where we will be posting videos on concepts and questions of different topics of this grade. So if you like this video, do share it with your friends, click on the like button, do subscribe to our channel, and also click on the bell icon. And if you want a live one-on-one session with one of the QMath certified teachers, do check the link in the description to enroll with QMath. And if you register with that link now, you're going to get one free live online demo session. So in today's video, we are going to discuss a very important property of rational number, that is the distributive property. But yes, before we proceed, I must tell you that this is the third video in the property of rational numbers series. So do check the first two videos first before you come back to this one. So let's start the video. And the first thing which we are going to check is that whether multiplication of rational numbers is left distributive over addition. So let's take a few examples and let's see how it works. So we have taken the three rational numbers: A, where A is -11/12, B is 3/9, C is -7/9. Now let's see how distributive property works, and let's see how we will verify whether multiplication is less distributive over addition. So let us take an expression which is A times B plus C. Now we are checking whether multiplication is left distributive over addition. That is why this multiplication sign is to the left of this addition sign. Now this will give us one more expression, which would be A times B plus A times C. Now you look at these two. So basically this A times B is being distributed with B and C, so that we get this and this. Now let us substitute the values of A, B, and C, and let's see what are we going to get. So let's start with this one first. So A is -11/12 times, in place of B, 3/9 plus -7/9. Now let's solve the bracket part first. So we get -11/12 times the LCM of both the fractions would be 9 here, and 3 plus -7 would be the numerator. Now we see that plus minus is minus, so let us directly write a single sign, which is 3 minus 7. Now if we solve the bracket now, we are going to get -11/12 times, and from the bracket we are going to get -4/9. Now let's eliminate the common factors between the numerator and the denominator. Now, since we know that there is a multiplication sign in between, so negative and negative would become positive. 4 times 1, 4 times 3 will give us the final result of this expression, which is 11/27. Let's now solve the second expression by substituting the values. So A is -11/12. Times B is 3/9. This is inside the first bracket. In the second bracket, again, A is -11/12 and C is -7/9. Now let's first eliminate the common factors between the numerator and the denominator. So 3 1s are, 3 3s are. In the second bracket, there is nothing in common between the numerator and the denominator, but yes, negative and negative when multiplied becomes positive. So from the first bracket, we get -11/36, and from the second bracket we get 77/108. Now if you look at the denominators, the LCM of 36 and 108 is 108, and we'll have to convert this 36 into 108, which we can do by multiplying 3 here. Now if we multiply 3 to the denominator, we'll have to multiply 3 to the numerator. So now the fraction becomes -33/108 when added to the other fraction, which is 77/108. Now we can take the LCM of two fractions. So 108 -33 plus 77, which eventually would give us 44/108. Now this we can reduce by eliminating the common factors. So 4, 11 times and 4, 27 times. Eventually the result would be 11 over 27. Now based on these two values of both the expressions, we can draw a conclusion here, and that is A times B plus C is equal to A times B plus A times C. Now this proves that multiplication of rational numbers is left distributive over addition. Let's check the same with the subtraction part. Now to verify the multiplication of rational numbers is left distributive over subtraction, we've again taken the same set of rational numbers, but yes, the expression would be different. Here we have A minus, sorry, first we'll have to take multiplication, A times B minus C, and the second expression would be A times B minus A times C. Now you see here the multiplication sign is to the left of the subtraction sign. So that is how we are going to get, like, if multiplication is left distributive over subtraction. Now let's solve these two expressions by substituting the values. So A, as we know, is negative 11 over 12 times B is 3 over 9 and C is negative 7 over 9. Let's solve the bracket part first. So negative 11 over 12 times the bracket part would give us 9 as the LCM, and the numerator would be 3 minus minus 7. So minus minus 7 would make this as plus 7 eventually. So negative 11 over 12 times 7 plus 3 is 10 over 9. Now let's eliminate the common factors. So 2 5 times, 2 6 times, and I don't think there is anything in common now between the numerator and the denominator. So this would result in the final value, which is negative 55 over 54. Let's now substitute the values for this second expression, where A is negative 11 over 12 times B is 3 over 9 minus again negative 11 over 12 times with negative 7 over 9. Let's eliminate anything in common between the numerator and the denominator. So 3 1s are, 3 3s are. This negative would become positive. So from the first bracket, we are going to get negative 11 over 36 minus the second bracket would give us 77 over 108. We just saw in the last part that the LCM of 36 and 108 would be 108, and the numerator would then become, like, here we have multiplied 3 and here 3 as well. So the numerator would become negative 33, negative 77. If we solve this part to get the value of this expression, we are going to get 77. So 7 3 10, and then 110 over 108. If we reduce this part, we are going to get, so basically this would be 2 negative 55 times negative 110, and this is 254 times 108. Eventually the final result would be negative 55 over 54. Now if we look at these two values, we can come to a conclusion that A times B minus C is equal to A times B minus A times C. So basically what we saw in case of addition is applicable even in the case of subtraction as well. So if we have to conclude here, we can say that multiplication of rational numbers is left distributive in case of both addition and subtraction. Let's now look at the right distributive property of multiplication over addition and subtraction. Now to check the multiplication of rational numbers is like right distributive over addition and subtraction, we have again taken these three rational numbers, and this time, if, like, when we are going to check for the right distributive, then the multiplication sign would be on the right side of the addition sign, and then this would become A times C plus B times C, because we are first going to verify for the addition part. Let's quickly substitute the values here. So in place of A, we get 3 over 9. B is negative 7 over 9 times negative 11 over 12. Now, if we solve the bracket, we see that the denominator would be the LCM, which is 9, and 3 plus minus 7. So plus minus again would become minus, and 3 minus 7 would become minus 4 times minus 11 over 12. Now let's reduce the common factors. So first thing, negative and negative multiplied would give us positive. 4 ones are, 4 threes are. Eventually the value of this would be 11 over 27. Let's see what do we get in case of this. So A is 3 over 9. So 3 over 9 times negative 11 over 12 plus B is negative 7 over 9 times negative 11 over 12. Let's again reduce the common factors between the numerator and the denominator from both the brackets. So 3 ones are 3, 3 fours are 12. Negative negative becomes positive when multiplied, and there is nothing in common from the second bracket, like between the numerator and the denominator. So now the first bracket would give us negative 11 over 36. The second bracket would give us 77 over 108. We know that the denominator will have the LCM, which is 108. So 36 times with 3 would become 108. So negative 11 will also be times with 3. So negative 11 times 3 would become negative 33 plus 77, which would give us 44 over 108. If we reduce the fraction again, we are going to get 11 over 27. So basically this is the result of the second expression. And now we look at both the values which we have got from both the expressions. So we can draw a conclusion that A times B, in fact, it's A plus B. So A plus B times C is equal to A times C plus B times C. So we can conclude that multiplication of rational number is right distributive over addition. Let's quickly check this for the subtraction part now. Now to check for the subtraction part, what we've done is we've just replaced the addition sign with the subtraction sign. And you see here that multiplication is to the right of the subtraction sign. So we are going to check for the multiplication of rational numbers, whether it's a right distributive over subtraction or not. Let's quickly substitute the values. So 3 over 9 minus 7 over 9 inside the bracket times, in place of C, negative 11 over 12. Now if we solve this bracket again, we'll see that the LCM is 9. The numerator part would have 3 minus 7. Now these two minus when multiplied would become plus. So 3 plus 7 would become 10. So 10 times negative 11 over 12. Let's reduce anything in common between the numerator and the denominator. So 2 5s are, 2 6s are. Eventually this part would result in the rational number negative 55 over 54. Then let's see what are we going to get in case of the second expression, where A is 3 over 9 times negative 11 over 12. B is negative 7 over 9 times negative 11 over 12. Quickly reduce. Let us quickly reduce the numbers. So 3 1s are, 3 4s are. In the second bracket, negative would become positive. So from the first bracket, we are going to get negative 11 over 36 minus 77 over 108. Now we have done this like 2-3 times. We can directly write 108 is the LCM. Negative 11 would become negative 33 minus 77. So this is going to get negative 110 over 108. And if we simplify this part, we are going to get negative 55 over 54. Eventually the value which we are going to get from this expression is negative 55 over 54. So we see that the values which we have got from both the expression is same. So we can draw our conclusion from here that A minus B times C is equal to A times C minus b times c. So from here we can conclude that multiplication of rational numbers is both left distributive and right distributive over both addition and subtraction. Let's now check the same for the division part now. Now let us see whether the same is applicable for the division part. Now here first we are going to check whether the division of rational numbers is left distributive over addition. So that is why we have taken the division to the left of the addition sign, and this would give us a divided by b. Like if we distribute a and this division sign with b and c, we are going to get a divided by b plus a divided by c. Now let's substitute the values here. So a is 3 over 9 divided by b is negative 7 over 9 plus c is negative 11 over 12. So let's solve the bracket part first. So negative 3 over 9 divided by, now since there is an addition sign, so the LCM of 9 and 12 would be 36. Now to get 36, we'll have to multiply this 9 with 4 and we'll have to multiply this with 4 as well. Here 12 will be multiplied with 3 and negative 11 will also be multiplied with 3. Eventually we are going to get negative 28 over 36 plus negative 33 over 36. Now if we solve this part, we are going to get negative 3 over 9 divided by, now if we add negative 28 and negative 33, we are going to get negative 61 over 36. Now to solve this division part, we are going to change this to multiplication, and then there will be a reciprocal of this fraction. So 36 over negative 61, where we see that if we multiply the two negative signs, we can still cancel them, and 9 ones are 9, 9 fours are 36. Eventually we are going to get 3 fours are 12, so 12 over 61. So this is the value of the first expression. Let's quickly solve the second expression now, where a is 3 over 9 and this is divided by negative 7 over 9. Again a is 3 over 9 and is being divided by negative 11 over 12. So let's simplify each of the brackets first. So this division sign is going to be changed into multiplication and will result in the reciprocal of the second fraction in both the brackets. So negative 7 over 9 would become 9 over negative 7, and 3 over 9 multiplication sign here would mean 12 over negative 11. Now let's eliminate the common factors. So 9 and 9 gone. This is 3 ones are, 3 threes are, and then again 3 ones are, 3 fours are. Now from the first bracket we are going to get 3 over negative 7 plus we are going to get 4 over negative 11. Now let's change these two fractions in standard form. So we are going to put this negative sign, both these negative signs in fact, to the numerator part. So negative 3 and negative 4. Now the LCM of 7 and 11 would be 77. So for that we'll have to multiply here 11 and here 11, here 7 and here 7. So basically now the two fractions becomes negative 33 over 77 plus minus 28 over 77. Now we see that we add negative 33 and negative 28, we are going to get negative 61 over 77, and we won't be able to reduce this further. So this is what we are going to get if we solve this part. Now if we look at both the parts, we can draw a conclusion here that a divided by b plus c is not equal to a divided by b plus a divided by c. So from here we can conclude that division of rational numbers is not left distributive over addition. Let's check for the subtraction part. Now to verify the division, whether division is left distributive over subtraction, we've just taken the same set of values, but yes, now we have taken negative sign. Let's substitute these values and see how much are we going to get. So a is 3 over 9 B is negative 7 over 9 minus negative 11 over 12. Now let's solve the bracket first. So the LCM of 9 and 12 will again be 36. Now if we convert this into 36 by multiplying 4, we'll do the same here. Here we'll multiply 3 to get this converted into 36, and we'll do the same here. So now we are going to get negative 28, and this minus will get multiplied, and we are going to get plus 33. So here we get 3 over 9 divided by negative 28, and plus 33 would give us 5 over 36. Now this division sign when converted to multiplication would become 36 over 5. Let's reduce this part to eliminate the common factors between the numerator and the denominator. So 9 ones are, 9 fours are. So eventually we are going to get 4 threes are 12. So 12 over 5. Let's now substitute the values in this second expression to see what are we going to get. So A is 3 over 9 divided by negative 7 over 9 minus, again A is 3 over 9 divided by negative 11 over 12. So to solve each of the bracket, we are going to take this division to multiplication, and then 9 over negative 7, there would be a reciprocal in the second fraction of both the brackets. So then again 3 over 9 divided by, in place of division, we're going to take multiplication. So negative 11 over 12 would become 12 over negative 11. Let's eliminate the common factors between the numerator and the denominator. So 9 ones are, 9 ones are, 3 ones are, 3 threes are, then 3 ones are, 3 fours are. So eventually, let's see what are the fractions that we are going to get. So we're going to get 3 over negative 7. Let us write this as negative 3 over 7 in the standard form, minus this, we are going to get this as 4 over negative 11, but we'll write negative 4 over 11 in the standard form. LCM of 7 and 11 would be 77, just by multiplying 11 here, and we'll have to then multiply 11 here as well. Multiplying 7 here, the denominator will become 77. We'll have to do the same here. Now this becomes negative 33 and minus 28. So minus plus 28. So eventually we are going to get negative 5 over 77 as the value of the second expression. So from here, based on these two values, we can draw a conclusion that A divided by B minus C is not equal to A divided by B minus A divided by C. So basically, we can conclude that division of rational numbers is not left distributive for both addition and subtraction. Now let's check the right distributive part. So to verify whether division is right distributive over addition, we have taken the division sign to the right of the addition sign, and this, when division C would be distributed between these two terms, we are going to get A divided by C plus B divided by C. Now let's substitute the values and see what are we going to get. So in place of A, we're going to put 3 over 9 plus minus 7 over 9 whole divided by C. Now we have done this so many times, so we can easily say that the LCM is 9, and 3 plus minus 7 would give us 3 minus 7, that is minus 4. And in place of C, we are going to write here the value of C, which is negative 11 over 12. So divided by negative 11 over 12, and then we are going to get negative 4 over 9 times 12 over negative 11. Let's reduce the fraction by eliminating the common factors. So negative gone. 3 threes are, 3 fours are. So eventually we are going to get here 4 fours are 16. So 16 over 33 is the value of the expression. Now let's solve the second expression to see what are we going to get. So A is 3 over 9. So 3 over 9 divided by negative 11 over 12 plus B is negative 7 over 9 divided by negative 11 over 12. Now let's convert the division into multiplication. So negative 11 over 12 would become 12 over negative 11. And then the second bracket, let's convert the division to multiplication. So negative 11 over 12 would become 12 over negative 11. Now let's reduce the fraction and eliminate the common factors. So 3 ones are, 3 threes are, 3 ones are, 3 fours are, negative negative gone. So 3 threes are, 3 fours are. So from the first bracket, we are gonna get 4 over negative 11, but let us write it as negative 4 over 11 in the standard form. Plus here we are gonna get 7 fours are 28. So 28 over 33. Now between 11 and 33, the LCM is 33. So we'll have to multiply 3 here to make this as 33. We'll have to multiply the same number here. So we are gonna get here negative 12 over 33 plus 28 over 33. We take the LCM here, we are gonna get 33. Negative 12 plus 28 will give us 16 over 33 as the value of the second expression. Now from here, once we see the two values, we can conclude that a plus b whole divided by c is equal to a divided by c plus b divided by c. So basically we can say that the division of rational numbers is right distributive over addition. Let's check the same for the subtraction part. Now for the subtraction part, we have taken the same set of examples and the same set of expressions as well. So you see that the division is to the right of the subtraction sign. It means we are going to check for whether the division of rational numbers is right distributive over subtraction. So let's quickly substitute the values here. So a is 3 over 9. So 3 over 9 minus 7 over 9 divided by negative 11 over 12. So from the bracket, the LCM is 9, and 3 minus 7 means minus would be plus. 3 plus 7 would be 10 divided by minus 11 over 12. Now this division sign is going to be changed to multiplication, and then we are going to get 12 over negative 11. Let's reduce this to eliminate the common factors. 3 threes are, 3 fours are. So the fraction here would be 40 over, it's negative 33, but we are going to write this as negative 40 over 33, just to write this in the standard form. Let's now solve the second expression. So a is 3 over 9. So 3 over 9 when divided by negative 11 over 12 minus b is negative 7 over 9 divided by negative 11 over 12. Now from the first bracket, let's convert this division to multiplication. So 12 over negative 11 minus 7 over 9 times 12 over negative 11. Now let's reduce the common factors. So 3 ones are, 3 threes are, 3 fours are. So from the first bracket, we are going to get 4 over negative 11, but let us write it in the standard form as negative 4 over 11. From the second bracket, if we reduce the common factors, negative gone, 3 threes are, and then 3 fours are. So eventually we are going to get 28 over 33 from the second bracket, and LCM of 11 and 33 would be 33. 11 changed to 33 by multiplying 3 with it. So we'll have to multiply 3 with the numerator as well. So we are going to get negative 12. Negative 28. Now negative 12, negative 28 would result in negative 40 over 33. Now if we look at both these values, we can draw a conclusion here, and that is a minus b whole when divided by c is equal to a divided by c minus b divided by c. So from here we can conclude that the division of rational numbers is right distributive over subtraction. So we saw that division of rational numbers is right distributive over both addition and subtraction. So this was it. Like, we have taken a few examples. You all can take more examples to verify all the properties which we have discussed today. Now let's summarize whatever we have discussed. So in the first case, we discussed that multiplication of rational numbers is both left and right distributive over both addition and subtraction. Then division of rational numbers is not left distributive over addition and subtraction, but division of rational numbers is right distributive over addition and subtraction. Now this we can conclude with the fact that if we have a fraction where we have a over b plus c, we cannot write a over b plus c as a over b plus a over c. But if we have a fraction where we have a plus b over c, we can write it as a over c plus b over c. So this is all we have with the properties, the distributive property of rational numbers. Now let's solve one question so that we can see that how we can apply the distributive property to solve questions and make our calculations easier. We have taken one question on the whiteboard, and let's see how we can use the distributive property to make our calculations easier. Now see, there are multiple methods to solve this question, but let's see how we can use the distributive property here. Now, if we observe the three brackets here, we see that there is a fraction which is being distributed in all the three, that is 5 over 7 in all the three with the division sign. So what we are going to write this as, we are going to write this as divided by 5 over 7 to write the rest of the fractions inside one common bracket. So from the first bracket, if we take out negative 5 over 7, we are going to left with negative 2 over 3. From the second bracket, we are going to left with 5 over 3. And see what is the sign between negative 2 over 3 and 5 over 3? It's plus. Similarly, from the third bracket, we are going to get negative 1. And the sign between this, the second and the third bracket is plus. Now we know that plus and minus would eventually become minus. So let us only keep 1 minus. Now we'll have to only solve this bracket first. So let us write this negative 1 as negative 2 over 3 plus 5 over 3. We'll write the negative 1 as a fraction with the denominator 3. So basically it is 1 over 1. So to write this as a fraction with denominator 3, we'll have to multiply 3 and 3. So this becomes 3 over 3 divided by 5 over 7. Now we take the common LCM of the three fractions. We are going to get 3, and then we have negative 2 plus 5, negative 3 divided by 5 over 7. Now we see that negative 2 and negative 3 would become negative 5 plus 5 over 3 divided by 5 over 7. Now we see that negative 5 and positive 5 is 0. So 0 divided by 5 over 7 will eventually be 0, because any number, if you divide 0 by any number, you're going to get 0. Now you saw that, using the distributive property, how easily we can solve this question with minimal effort and less calculations. So this is it for today's session. We have covered all the parts of the distributive property. You can try questions from a textbook using the distributive property. And if you have any doubts, any queries, any questions, post it in the comment section below. We'll definitely be happy to answer all of them. So I hope that you understood the distributive property of rational numbers. Now with this, the properties of rational numbers is over, and do revise the concepts we have discussed in all the videos and solve more questions and post your questions in the comment section below. If you like this video, do share it with your friends. Click on the like button, do subscribe to our channel, and also click on the bell icon. If you want a live one-on-one session with one of the QMath certified teachers, do check the link in the description to enroll with QMath. And if you just go and register with it right now, you're going to get one free live online demo session. So do take care and have a good day. Bye-bye for now.